In the last episode, we made this plains city here surrounded by trees, and later on in the series, we're going to be upgrading it, of course. It's all going to be on this island here, where we've got savanna and desert and jungle, volcanoes, badlands, taiga, snowy, swamps, and did I say desert? We've got that as well. Well, the plains village we made last time we're going to be upgrading eventually, but now it's a turn of the swamp, the woodland mansion, and then we're going to have fun later on in this video making an awesome Taiga city. This is the swamp. Oh, by the way, these videos do take a long time to make. I'd really appreciate if you would hit that subscribe button, then you would get notified of all the other episodes in this series. So the swamp, it's got swamp huts, the witch's hut, we call it a swamp hut. What can we do with the swamp? Well, we're going to slap down many swamp huts. We're going to change the underwater to coarse dirt, clay and sand, which is what you normally get in swamps as well. We're going to put down some lily pads and of course a whole bunch of swamp huts. How are we going to upgrade it? I don't know. If you've got any ideas how we upgrade that, do you know what? At the end of the video, I'll show you what we've come up with so far behind the scenes for upgrading plains, swamp, and taiga. All right, on to placing our woodland mansion. So I managed to isolate a woodland mansion and we're going to copy it onto our map, and we are going to need a lot of suggestions in the comments down below as to what on earth we do with the woodland mansion. It's one of the weirdest structures in Minecraft. But we're including every single structure, including shipwrecks and ocean monuments on or near this island, and we'll be upgrading absolutely everything. We're going to have so much fun. Okay, couple of lakes, couple of rivers to get us ready for Taiga. Here are all the Taiga builds. Aren't they beautiful? About 8 small houses. You've got cartographers and tanneries and toolsmiths and weaponsmiths and farms, and they all need to be placed, I think, in a much better sort of placement, much better design than normal cities. By the way, if you'd like to download this map in its blank state and eventually in its upgraded state, or its default state and upgraded states, 3 states that is, then join my Patreon or become a YouTube channel member. Okay, so we're starting off with the well, and I would say kind of a town centre, a market centre, and we're placing some of the small houses that you get in the Taiga village, and we're going to turn them eventually, when we upgrade it, we're going to turn them into stores or shops to make kind of a shopping area in our village. These are the medium houses you get in the Taiga village, and we're just placing 4 of them down, a row of small houses, a few more medium houses. This is going to be, if I haven't said housing already enough, it's going to be a housing area. Did you guess it? A little place for all the Taiga villagers to live. And I think organising the village into kind of areas like this makes a lot more sense. A housing area, a market area. We're going to be having a farm area and also an area where we can have some workshops like the toolsmith, the weaponsmith, and so on. By the way, I often stream on YouTube, but I'm also streaming on Twitch. If you follow me on twitch.tv/Andyisyoda, you'll see this place being built in real time, and you could add in some suggestions in the chat. So we have more of the small houses. There's 8 small houses to choose from, 2 farms and 1 animal pen to add in. We're also adding in some of the Taiga village decorations, which are just little cobblestone blocks, actually. A few troughs. We put down a few of our own wells as well, just tiny little incy-wincy wells, which we like. We've got a temple. There's only 1 temple in the Taiga village pack, and you can actually download these as schematics from my Patreon or become a YouTube channel member as well. A library and a cartographer in this section. So it's kind of a learned section. We might add, do you know what? We should add 1 more big house there, like a medium house, and turn it into a school, because you've got a library, a cartographer, and a temple. It's kind of a cultural area, I guess. Okay, so moving a little bit west and back to this lake area, what should a Taiga village have? It should definitely have some sort of logging and forestry industry. So we're going to add a few medium houses here, maybe a toolsmith house and a fisher's house. Oh, by the way, yeah, a fisher's house on the lake to fish, obviously. And then a couple of the medium houses over there, which we're going to turn into logging and a forestry industry. And talking of industry, of course, we've got the mason top left there. Now, I think we're probably, since it's a stone mason going to be living there, why don't we add a quarry when we do the upgrade? Down the bottom here, we've got a tannery next to the river. Plenty of water would be needed, I would imagine, to make all the different dyes. We've got an armor smith right here. We've got toolsmiths and weaponsmiths around as well, and a fletcher. Now, the great thing about it is there's a water supply that I guess all these smiths, they're going to need water, right, to cool down the things that we've made. Added a couple of medium houses which we can turn into other industries. For example, maybe an apiary, somewhere where they would raise bees and make honey. And then obviously we could have a tavern put in as well. I think there's a lot of other industries which we could include into our upgraded village when we get round to it. Now, all we had to do was add in the world supply of trees. Around the Woodland Mansion, of course, it's dark oak, complete with plenty of mushrooms. And then we've got some old Taiga forest with the podzol floor. And then surrounding that, we've got some normal Taiga trees. Shout out to Sarsfin, who was helping me in this episode. Doesn't this place look absolutely beautiful? It is a little forest town, and I think it is so atmospheric. But hey, let me show you some of the designs we're coming up with, thinking ahead into the future, what we're going to be designing and upgrading. Okay, here we are behind the scenes at some of our development areas. We do this on live streams normally on Twitch. I think EC Gaming came up with that. Sarsvin's come up with these beautiful little kind of witches huts, whatever you'd call them. And here we are just really using our imagination. Would witches' huts look good if they were multicolored? Or maybe there should be some extravagant trees placed into the swamp, and then maybe some little bridges between the roots. Maybe that would be a great place. Maybe ZX has designed us something which is secret in here. I feel like this could be a little secret house in here. I'm pretty sure that is supposed to work. What do we have over here? Oh, this is the development of Taiga. So this is the Taiga houses we just placed. And have a look at our ideas. You can see how we're kind of migrating to maybe having some black stone becomes a giant chimney, and then just adding a layer of spruce on top of our logs there actually makes for a pretty cool house. This would be maybe a weaponsmith or a toolsmith's house like this. And here's where we upgraded one of the small houses, I think, or medium houses to make kind of an animal pen. This is where we upgraded one of the medium houses again, giving it a foundation, a bit of a tower, and a big chimney. So we're not too sure about the designs yet. We're kind of still working on it. This is one of my favorites. This is the Cartographer's house. So the Cartographer's house looks, what does it look like? It looks like this. Yeah, this is the Cartographer's house. And this is our upgraded version. So it doesn't look too different. It's going to have a beautiful basement here where we can have all our maps set out. Of course, you need to grow some sugarcane. They need plenty of paper. And then up these stairs here into kind of an observation tower, we've got our main living area, and we would have a fireplace right here. And then, as you can see, we've placed some hay to make some smoke above, and real behind the scenes tour here. But that could be, for example, how we upgrade the Cartographer's house. What do you think? We've got a lot of work to do. We've got a lot to upgrade. And even these teeny tiny little small houses could be upgraded as well. Look at that one. Absolutely beautiful. Just ready to upgrade. Let me show you our ideas for the Plains Village. Here we go. Here's all the default Plains Village builds that we know and love so well. And here are our first ideas. What do you think? This would be small house number 6. Dark Fox came up with this idea. Not changing the design too much, but just adding in a little bit of a basement and a bit of a tower on top as well. I think that is pretty cool. What else do we have? Here is the Fisher's house. Isn't that fantastic? That is an upgrade. That is a beautiful upgrade. Who made this again? I can't remember who made this. Somebody did this. Let me see. It is Doobies21. Thank you so much. Isn't that fantastic design? Excuse the big lump of blue on top, but that is a gorgeous upgrade. And then over here we have small house number 1. I think I upgraded this one. Can't quite remember actually. That could be small house number 1. Not done too much. A little observation tower. We've got a roof garden. We've got a porch as well. And we do actually have a basement down there as well. I love these ideas. Oh, this is the Cartographer's. You can't miss this. So the Cartographer's house starts off. Is this it here? So actually, this is the Cartographer's house right here. It's a very plain looking house. So I have upgraded it over here. We're giving them a yard to practice your bows and arrows, a big basement down below, and then a tower at the back. And then the actual house itself hasn't changed too much. We've got a front porch and kind of an upper story. Let me take you inside. I'm actually quite proud of this. I think it's a very, very nice design indeed. Might do some tutorials for all of these designs as well, so you can upgrade the Cartographer's house in the villages that you come across. We've got a bedroom upstairs and we've got a basement down below. Dreadspine has made an amazing temple upgrade, so we could use that or something very, very similar to it. But yeah, there we go. The ideas are kind of pouring out of our heads. Upgraded meeting places or markets, upgraded farms as well, and even upgraded animal pens. It's going to be fun to eventually upgrade our island. Just before we go, one thing I wanted to show you. These are all the rooms. Thank you to Sarasvin for using the structure block to set these out, by the way. These are all the rooms that you find in the Woodland Mansion. It is beyond belief how strange these rooms are. What was the person thinking of when they made the Woodland Mansion? It is bizarre. How on earth do we upgrade all of this? I have no idea. Guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you're enjoying this upgrade series, and I hope you stick with it right to the end and subscribe so that you can see the eventual upgrades. In the next episode, we'll be placing down the snowy village and also hopefully the savannah village. Take care for now. Ciao ciao with the blocks. Be with you